I'm AJ Hammer. Welcome to the Showbiz Tonight podcast. This is where we go inside Hollywood's biggest stories. And right now, Tori and Dean's reality secrets revealed. Tori Spelling and Dean McDermott have now been living their lives on reality TV for 4 years. Showbiz Tonight's Kareem Winter sat down with them, and they revealed the secrets behind living their lives in public. And they shared the one thing they wouldn't do on camera.
So we watch your show. We love it because it's so inviting. Each time you watch, you're wondering, okay, what are we going to see next? Is there anything, though, that you'd say would be off limits?
Usually going to the potty. That would be, you know. But, no, we pretty much... that's off limits, obviously, but we're pretty much...
that, yeah.
And the cameras are there 24/7. Will we see? Okay.
No.
You keep collecting stuff. We're going to eventually run out of space. All your stuff from storage as well?
So with the cameras constantly being around, you have to admit, though, that there's a little bit of pressure with, be it, you know, parenting, keeping your marriage together. There's a little bit of pressure that comes with that. No?
I mean, we just live our
lives.
lives.
Look at the Kardashians, look at all the Bachelorette shows. It can make or break a relationship. So that's why one would think that there is that added
that's
level.
That's us. We've been dealing with that for years. It's funny because when we first signed on to do the show, he hadn't heard about the reality curse of couples. And afterwards, I told him about it. He's like, what's that? And I was like, oh, well, every couple that does the reality show, they break up. And so...
I don't buy into it. I mean, a show's not going to break you up. You know, your job's not going to break you up. You have to have a solid relation. There was something wrong with the relationship before you went into the reality show.
It's not the cameras.
You know,
yeah,
it's
that
not
just
the cameras.
heightens it. So,
and,
is there a downside, though, at all, even a little one, to reality TV? Maybe it's not your show, but in general, because Lord knows there are many reality shows out there.
I mean, in my mind, it gives people a false sense of fame, I think, in some ways. The ones, I think young girls that aspire to be actors are great, but I think a lot of them now aspire to be stars because they're like, well, people just film their lives and then they're huge stars.
And the upside to having your own reality television show.
It's a great job, if you can even call it a job. It's amazing. And when people say, like, oh, you put your kids on a TV show, it's like, well, there's the option that I could be on a scripted television series. I could be on a set somewhere 17 hours a day and not see my children at all. You know, this way, we get to spend our whole day with our kids and just live our lives. And there's a camera there sometimes.
Jake, do you think this is a good idea?
Yeah.
It was a good idea?
Yeah.
It's a good idea. What do you want to name the girl?
Macasino.
Who?
Macasino.
Macasino?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll want to go into acting, follow your footsteps? Especially with the cameras around them.
I think Liam wants to get into acting, and Stella's going to be a supermodel.
You're okay with that?
Well, you know, I would really, really like them to get an education first, but, you know, I will encourage, you know, anything they want to do, but they have to do it wisely.
Showbiz Tonight, now seen exclusively Sunday to Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern and Pacific on HLN. I thank you for watching the Showbiz Tonight podcast. I'm AJ Hammer.